You shocked the NFL world last week. You sent a message saying that we could be good teams, we could be playoff contenders. Now back it up by not only beating the Carolina Panthers, but blowing them out by halftime. Cue the intro.
The city of the dream team, Hakeem, two ring, Beyonce, yeah, me. And I remember hot summer, hot winter. I couldn't fight, so the block made a hot spin.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy, Ruben Calavillo, and we're going to be talking about the game this Sunday, the Houston Texans going against the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers are coming to H-Town, 12 o'clock kickoff, and I'm just going to go over, the whole game, who I think is going to be good, who I think is going to be bad, and my predictions towards the game. Right now, I'm 2-1 in my predictions. Pretty excited about that. But when we look at the Carolina Panthers, one glaring situation there is that Cam Newton is not playing. Cam Newton is injured, and he just looks like he doesn't want to play football anymore. If you see him, the passion is gone, and he just doesn't look right. He looks hurt, and Kyle Allen is starting for the Carolina Panthers. And for those of you, if that name sounds familiar, he came from U of H, so he knows Houston. Trust me. He last week against the Arizona Cardinals thrown for 4 touchdowns. He was electric. He was moving outside the pocket, making crazy good throws. But hey, it was against the Arizona Cardinals. I'm not really gonna, take too much off that game. And then you look at the tight end, Greg Olsen, who is still one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Last week, 66 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 of them in the red zone. So Kyle Allen was looking for him, and look forward to Kyle Allen trying to find Greg Olsen wherever he is on the field. The wide receivers for the Carolina Panthers aren't great. Young wideout DJ Moore, he's very good. He's very flashy. But then again, like I said, last week it was against the Arizona Cardinals. You're going against a stud defense now. When you look at the Carolina Panthers offense, there's only one player who is a game changer. That's Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is an MVP caliber player. Christian McCaffrey can easily have 1,000 yards receiving and 1,000 yards rushing. He at any moment in the game he could break out. For example, last week he took a ball 80 yards to the house. He is that good. He makes people miss. He makes contested catches. He is a threat every time he's on the field. When you look at the defense inside of the Carolina Panthers, of course, Luke Kuechly is there. One of the best, if not the best, linebackers in the NFL. But besides that, there is nothing more. Nothing fears me besides Luke Kuechly. Then when you look at the Houston Texans, you look at, of course, the game last week, Deshaun Watson just went off after having that horrible first quarter, only throwing 28 passes. He comes back, throws for 320, 3 touchdowns. He was electric. He looked like his old self, and what a time. What a time to come alive when you have the Panthers this game, the next game the Falcons, the next game the Chiefs. I expect Deshaun Watson to keep it rolling. And then when you look at the receivers, you really have to pick your poison. Each different wide receiver has led the team each week in receiving yards. The first week it was Hopkins. Then it was Kenny Still again. But besides that, you really have to pick your poison with this team. If it's going to be Hopkins, or is it going to be Kenny Still? Fuller. Now, Fuller has been quiet, but that's just because there's so many options for Deshaun Watson. He even has 2 good tight ends, Darren Fells and Jordan Akins, as well as Duke Johnson. Everybody is catching the ball for the Houston Texans, and it's just so fun to see. We haven't seen an offense like this in a while. One stat that we saw today was that the Texans ranked in the top 5 in both third down conversion and the red zone, which were huge problems last year. And you got to give credit to Mr. Bill O'Brien for changing this offense. Like I said, as a coach and as a GM, I'm giving him an A+. He's been spectacular. When you look at the defensive side on the Houston Texans, J.J. Watt woke up. As I said before, if J.J. Watt does not have a good game, we will lose, and he had 2.5 sacks. Mercedes is continued to doing his thing. DJ Reader is just had a breakout game last week. Let's hope he continues. The linebackers are all studs. The secondary worries me. Not really the secondary, but Jonathan Joseph, like I said, he worries me just by how much cushion he gives the receiver every time he lines up. But besides that, I have the Houston Texans just blowing them out. I have the Houston Texans 28-14. Heck, even 35-14. I think they're gonna put this game away early, and I think that the defense is just gonna destroy Kyle Allen. And here's why I say that. Now that like I said, Kyle Allen was looking for Greg Olsen. Tashawn Gibson is the tight end killer. As I've said before, the past couple games, or the first 3 games, the tight ends have been non-existent. And that is because Tashawn Gibson just absolutely shuts down tight ends. Now all you got to do is focus on Christian McCaffrey. If he winds up out, if he lines up as a wide out, put a corner on him. If he comes inside, you stack the box. Make them a one-dimensional team. It's basically what they did last week. A one-dimensional team, making them throw the ball. And as we saw, when Phillip Rivers started to throw the ball more, Phillip Rivers was getting sacked. I just expect complete domination against the Carolina Panthers this Sunday. But like I always say in my videos, I'm just a regular guy. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what the score is. And I'm still doing my 2K20 or Madden 20 giveaway. You have to be a subscriber. Just comment who's your favorite team, who's your favorite player, and who you think is going to win this Sunday. As always, guys, go Texans. Let's go 3-1.